Yeah, as far as the FDI in retail goes, I kind of welcome it. I know that there are certain issues in terms of how we're going to handle this. But to me, I think that in the long run, it will improve the employment potential. That is one. Two, it certainly helps the farmers, because today I feel that the farmers are not getting the right value for their produce. It's more lost in the supply chain, and by the time it comes to the end users. But this move would certainly help. There is, of course, one fear amongst people that it might affect the small mom and pop stores, or the kirana stores as they call it. Yes, to a certain extent in the large cities it would get affected, but as we have seen in most other countries, they won't disappear. They have perhaps will become a little more efficient than they are today. And also, if you see, these large format stores cannot spread all over. There are 5,000 urban agglomerations, 5,000 plus in India. They're not going to be present everywhere. The good thing is that they did start up with cash and carry, but it has not really sort of spread quite far and wide. But the cash and carry format to start with, and then FDI in retail is well worth considering. In the cash and carry format, they have not allowed the same freedom for agricultural produce, which then would make a serious impact, which would improve a lot of farmers, and farmers would definitely gain from all this, and they are a good part of our economy. And so I feel that if we set that right and also bring in the FDI, the one thing that I always said that when you have FDI in retail is to be done at the point where you're selling, which means there's investment on the ground. Unlike banking or IT, where you can sit in any part of the world, you can't deliver by sitting in any part of the world without resources at the point of delivery, and this means that it's investment on the ground. So I feel it is a good thing to do. I certainly welcome it. All the apprehensions, okay, part of it is quite political, just because of disagreement with political parties, but in the long run I think it will do India a lot of good, and it will also certainly benefit the customer, because in any country, customer should be the king and not the other way around. But SME sector, yes, there is a certain amount of reservation from them, for them, but you cannot wish away the SME sector even if you don't have reservations, especially in products which go into retail, niche products. They are best handled by the SME, and even without any specific reservation, I certainly feel that the SME sector would benefit from the scale at which these retail format stores would come, would also benefit from the kind of technology that they have, and well, with this 15 or 30% or whatever they are talking of reservation, it will certainly help. But just by putting reservation into law, it's no big deal as far as India goes, because I'm sure if that is the situation, all the large format, all the big people would start SMEs just to cater to these. This is what happened in the pump sector in the past, when it was reserved for SMEs. None of the pump companies were SMEs, they just had a number of companies under one roof which were called SMEs. So we are pretty good at working around these kind of things. So I don't think we should worry about what will happen to the SMEs. The good SMEs will continue to exist. They perhaps will also get some funding from these stores if that can be managed, and perhaps get better and better and more efficient. So I think it's positive as far as I'm concerned, and we should look at it. I already spoke about mom and pop stores coexisting. We still are a traditional country. We like the service. I don't see any large format retail stores where you can call up and then deliver at home. And even in a city like Chennai, there are many households which would like to deal with their local store. And if you see what's happened with commodities, the local stores perhaps are selling at the same prices as the large stores. And I don't think there's a great difference in pricing. They're able to exist. And then, since their overheads are lower, and I'm sure they will continue to exist. Yes, some of the inefficient ones may fall by the wayside. Some stores in and around these large format stores might sort of disappear. But overall, I think they will just move to areas where these kind of stores are not catering to the population. And I don't think they will completely disappear. I think overall it's a good thing for us.